Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another Comforter, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not. But ye knoweth him, for he dwelleth within you, and he shall be in you. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you.
Pastor Brody.
George, it's time. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it faint.
Hi there. Ask him if he's seen any maypops. Have you seen any maypops?
Maypops?
Yeah, like the flower. They're purple.
I ain't seen no purple flowers around here.
Ask him if he knows where we can find some. Do you know where we can find some at?
No, I don't.
We can go down by the railroad tracks. There's always some wildflowers there. Bye.
Bye.
You know Carl down at the sawmill?
Carl Franklin?
No, Carl McMillan, the younger one. Foreman sacked him yesterday.
He got fired. For what?
I don't know. I went down to the yard and seen he wasn't working. I asked Terry where he was and he said he was gone for good. Suppose he shot his mouth off once too many times.
What's he gonna do now? I thought he had work housing like us.
He did. I suspect he'll have to find another place to live. They got another mill down in Pinewood.
That better not be Terry interrupting supper again.
No, I'll get rid of him. Polly, is everything all right?
George, I'm sorry to bother you, but everybody's out here looking for some kids gone missing.
Gone missing?
2 little girls. One of them's Ray Binniker's little girl, Betty. They were out this afternoon and no one's seen them since.
Anybody call the police?
Someone called the sheriff about an hour ago, and he's getting a search party together.
All right, I'll be right out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's wrong?
2 girls gone missing. They didn't come home this evening and the police are making up a search party.
I saw 2 girls
When?
on my way to the field.
They say where they were going?
I heard one of them say they were going to the railroad tracks to find maypops.
Okay. I'm gonna join the search party.
Be careful.
Maybe they just got lost down by the tracks.
Hello there. Is your daddy home?
No, sir.
Yeah, he works up at the Alderman mill, yeah? You're George, right? You're the one who told him about those 2 little girls yesterday?
Yes, sir.
About your mama, she home?
No, sir. She went to go visit my aunts.
Let me ask you something. How'd you know those girls were gonna be up by the train tracks?
Did you find them?
Yes. We came across them this morning. They were right where you said they'd be.
How'd you know we'd find them there?
I heard one of them say they were going by the railroad track to find maypops.
You didn't go after them down there?
No, I was gone by then.
'Cause somebody did. Somebody took a big railroad spike and used it to poke a hole through both of their heads and then dragged them off into the field. That's where we found them. Right where you said we were.
You're in a lot of trouble, young man.
You like strawberry? I'm afraid that's all we have. We looked for some chocolate, but I guess that's the favorite here. Go on, go on. We figured you might deserve a treat since you've been so patient. Okay, George, I'm Sheriff Sawyer. You already know Deputy White. Now I'm here to find out what happened, and I'm hoping you can help us.
May I see my mama?
How old are you, George?
14.
14. You know, I remember when I was 14. Practically thought I was a man. Tried to act like it anyway. George, I was hoping you and I could work this out together, man to man. What do you say? There you go. Let's see here. Betty June Benniger, age 11. Mary Emma Thames, age 8. The last time anyone saw them alive was yesterday morning. Except for you, George. The only one that knew where they were was you, George. Now let me tell you what I need you to do. I need you to tell me what happened around those railroad tracks, and it needs to be the truth. If it's the truth, I can help you. If it's not, you're on your own.
I didn't go back down by the railroad track. When I saw them, I went home. You can ask my sister. She was there.
George, you need to tell us the truth. That's all we want. Have you not ever heard the saying, the truth shall set you free?
May I see my mama? I want to see her right now.
Okay, George, just as soon as you tell us what we want to hear, and it needs to be quick. You wouldn't want your ice cream to melt now, would you?
I wanted to bring your sister, but I thought she would get worried seeing you in here.
Is Daddy coming?
He's gonna try to come a little later. He had to go down to Pinewood this morning, down to the sawmill they have. The folks at the Alderman mill, He said that they were looking for workers and that they might have a house for us down there. And when all this is over, when the jury sees that you are an honest, good-hearted boy, you're gonna get to come home. We're gonna put all this behind us and we stay a family.
During the trial, may you hold my hand.
I can't, George.
Why not?
It's the law. They don't let us folk be in the courtroom.
Members of the jury, you've heard a number of testimonies and been instructed to weigh the evidence carefully. In the case of the state of South Carolina versus George Stinney Jr., have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
And what say you?
We, the jury, find George Jr. Stinney Jr. guilty on all accounts.
The court thanks you for your service. Will the defendant please rise? George Stinney Jr., you've been found guilty of murder by this jury. This crime was both brutal and malicious. I hereby sentence you to death by electrocution in accordance with South Carolina state law.
Trouble will soon be over, sorrow will have an end. Trouble will soon be over, sorrow will have an end. Christ is my burden bearer, he is my only friend. Tell me the end of my sorrow, tell me to lean on him. Trouble will soon be over, sorrow will have an end. Trouble will soon be over, sorrow will have an end.
Yes. Past,
Friday. Wallace Friday, sir.
Friday. Please, have a seat.
Thank you for seeing me today, Governor Johnson.
Call me Olin.
I appreciate that, Olin. Thank you, sir.
Yes, well, I did receive your letter on concerning Stinney, and I sense that you are deeply moved about this matter.
Yes, sir. Our congregation and a large number of the community are deeply troubled for the Stinney family and for young George.
Yes, well, this church's congregation, all Negroes?
Mostly yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I did receive your letter and did read it. But as you know, I had nothing to do in the matter. It was all in the hands of the judge and the jury and the solicitors.
I understand that, sir. But on behalf of the boy and his family, we ask that you can consider he's just a boy. How can the state take the life of a young boy?
Well, I understand that this is a boy of 14 years of age. But he brutally murdered 2 girls. Now, I suggest you contact the judge, the solicitor, or the boy's attorney.
We have. Governor, we've pleaded with the defense attorney for another trial, but he's refused. The boy was not given a fair trial. He's an innocent child.
You know, I spoke to the officer who made the arrest. It may interest you to know that he killed the smaller girl so he could rape the large one.
That's not true, sir.
And then he killed the large one and raped a dead body. Now, all of this he admitted on the day of his arrest.
Governor Johnston, thank you for your time, sir.
Please call me Olin. And Reverend, one other thing. The coloreds in your county would have lynched the boy themselves if it weren't for the protection of the officers.
Have a good day, Governor. does.
Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. O my God, do I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not mine enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed.
How you coming there, Junior?
Be ashamed which transgress without cause. Show
How
me
long
thy
ago?
ways, O Lord. Show me thy paths. Lead me in thy
Son,
truth and teach me. For thou
you're going
art
to be
the
seeing
God
some things that may not set too well.
do I wait all
When we get home, I got enough of that peach brandy for both of us.
according to thy mercy. Remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Lord. This'll only last a moment. Think about it like you're leaping over a wide ditch. And when you land, you'll be in heaven.
Junior, I'll be jumping over a big ditch. Heaven's on the other side.
Is there anything you want to say? Any last words?
go.